All right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Devil platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely, lovely day in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall, and I will rest there in. I dropped my phone. I'm coming with a message today, and I have titled it Yah is allowing the wheat and the tare separate themselves. He is allowing the wheat and the tare to separate themselves. See, I was thinking, okay, that right hand power is gonna, take it and split it apart. Uh. He's gonna let it separate themselves. And it's going to be a separation of people separating themselves from their friends, their family, their community, their children, separating themselves. It's Yah is doing this. I'm like thinking, why did not and why have not I taught this like I have spoken it before? What's going on with this here spirit thing that it's being taught now like a power punch? Is because we are in a day in which the Father is separating the wheat from the tare. It's time to get up out of here, y'all. That's what time it is. And it's not being separated out of evil and wicked. It is, first and foremost, it was already separated in the kingdom. When the tares start to grow in, don't think that y'all didn't give it the space to enter their in. Don't forget, he the one plant the seeds. You see, you have to take all of it back to the spiritual realm from the beginning, and it'll all make sense. It's like a puzzle piece. But you can't put the puzzle together when you're trying to figure it out in the flesh. I heard several men yesterday talking to this one particular one who think he is God. He said he is Elohim. He is a God. You see, when people get to that level, it's because people have fed them. They have fed them for so many years that they were all that and some. Truly, you this, you this, you got this, you got this. You healing people, you delivering people. Oh, no, 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 no. Truth and righteous is the only deliverance. And that's through the Father that sits on that throne. That's who that is. And just because he sit on the throne don't mean he don't sit high and low. He sits on the throne and still owns the bottomless pit. How about that? So we got to stop putting him in a little white box. How about that? And start realizing that he don't answer to us. We answer to him. Okay? So what this title is about is Yah is allowing, he is suffering the wheat and the tare to separate themselves. Praise the mighty Yah. I love that because I just to feel me saying that. Okay, you got the wheat and you got the tare. They're growing together. Separate. That's what he's saying in this day and time. We are about to separate ourselves from one another. And it ain't gonna be through evil and wicked or nothing. It's gonna be just out of nowhere. You know why? We getting ready to go, y'all. That's why it makes sense to me. Because I'm sitting here teaching this spirit thing, and I'm like saying, you're almost telling me to tell the people to pack their bags. Come on, y'all. Spiritual ones, let's rumble. Let's go. That's exactly what he's saying. So while y'all sitting here looking at me all cockeyed, let me tell you, I'm giving you the things you need in your backpack so you can get up and get ready to go. You see, you want to make it make sense? That there you go, right there. So whether you listen to it or not, don't forget the wheat and the tare is separating themselves anyway. So all of those that have followed me, it's time for you to separate from me if you are the tare. I don't care how long you've been on here with me. I don't care how long you've been in the midst of me speaking. It's time. It's going to be where you're going to separate for all of your heart desire reasons. It don't mean a rat's behind to me. Because with that alone, when you hear people really enjoying the message and know how to express it, instant the Father tell you, you know why they expressing it? It's because it's time for them to pack up and leave. I'm separating the wheat from the tare. And the other ones stand back in the back, way, way in the back. They don't have nothing to say. They come in, they go out. You know why? Their heart is bigger than their body. And why it's on the outside of their body, because it's so big, it's wax hard. Nothing can get to them. Nothing you say, nothing you do, nothing. This is what is actually taking place. He's separating the wheat from the tare. That's what Yah is doing. Because with me, y'all might not understand. I'm the type of person that I don't really respond to a lot of things. And when I do, it's because I know that that person is speaking to me in a different realm. They're not speaking it to me in the natural. They're speaking to me in the spirit. They just don't know it. And these messages in which I'm putting out, it will get the less of the less views and subscribers, especially in this day. Why? He said he's allowing the wheat and the tare to separate. This is the will of the Father. And like I said, I thought it would be his right hand coming and said, you get over here, you get over. No. He's right now, today, now and yesterday. He's right now separating, allowing the separation to take its own course. People are going to be on their jobs. They're going to be among all their friends, their community, their neighborhood, their church, the place of worship for them, families, among all their children. I mean, they're going to be among their co-workers and see themselves totally being separated because y'all is pulling his people apart. The journey is being prepared to get up out of here. So he ain't gonna wait till the last minute for the wheat and the tare. He's tearing. He's over it, but he has set it up that when we start to see ourselves pulling apart from all of these and from people and situations, it's because it's time to get up and go, y'all. So these messages is what sister is speaking on is spiritual. I'm gonna suggest you go back and go over it, read it. I mean, not read it, but listen to it over until Yah has penetrated in you exactly what I just said. It's a form of separating the wheat from the tare. And when I step in the realm of speaking of spirit in the last 4 or 5 videos, and I'm stepping in that realm of the spirit, actually speaking directly to the spirit, that's because it's time to get up and go. It's time to go. He's going to always blow the trumpet. Always going to blow that trumpet. Shalom in the live chat. It's good to see you. So I'm going to start in. I got some verses here, and it made me feel so good. I think I wrote them down around about 2:30 this morning. Not this morning. Yeah, this morning. 2:30 in the morning. He said, get your Bible and I want you to write these down and give this message. But what I did, I went out in the garden, in the greenhouse, and started doing a lot of work. And I had my laptop because I was going to go live, and then it wouldn't too much light. So what I did is I said, okay, I'm going to go on and do some planting, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do my video. And that's what I'm doing. I'm putting this out the way the Holy Spirit gave it to me that time of morning, this morning, about 2:30 a.m. this morning. And I had to write this out of obedience down, obedience to whom? He that is greater in me. Okay, that's the one I must be obedient to. Okay, okay. So I want to start with Galatians chapter 5 and verse 25. The Most High is sending the message to also uh, 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 fall into what I'm saying. You would wonder, this lady then spoke, where should we go? Where should we go? Where we should go? Where do we need to go? Wait a minute, what is she saying? What is she saying? And each message that I uploaded, I came on here live, each one is sending a power punch. Get your butt up and let's get ready. If you had to go to the hospital for surgery, you would have to get ready the day prior. You see, you going on a trip, you would have to get ready. When he wants you to understand, this is such a very important day in which we're in. Get ready, get ready, get ready. And in the process of it, he is allowing you to be able to be separated from the terror. And I thank him for that. I thank him for that. I really thank him for it because it shows what I always knew when I've been on this devil platform. I always knew what was present before me. And right now, he's separate. He's doing it all. He's doing it all on his own because he has ordained it before the foundation of the world. But why I say he's doing it all on his own, he is allowing us to go in the direction in which we are already assigned, because the day is ahead that he's coming to get us out of here. He got something prepared. So I even said to myself, I'm really this. I'm gonna tell you how I was. I said, you know what, Father, I really love this ideal of teaching these people the spirit thing, because it seems like that's just who I am. It feels so good to, and the more I speak of the spirit realm, guess what? The less people listen. I've had 5 people since I've spoken these 5 videos regarding the spirit unsubscribe. This girl is loving it. Yes, I am. Because like I told you, I feel like I'm talking to the brick wall, because a lot of people would come on this platform and be here for months and months and years and know that they don't mean their own self any good. You see, just want to make their self, which is their flesh, feel that they are in the presence of something that's representing y'all. So therefore, I'm on the right side. No, baby, he know who you are. He got your number. Y'all already told me that, Deborah, I'm allowing the wheat and the tare to separate themselves from one another. So I said, praise the mighty Yah. And I sit back and I think about the way I be thinking. And then all of a sudden, the Most High Yah will sit and give me such an awesome comfort in it, and just lay it straight out. And I'll be like, well, Father, that's the way I was feeling. That's the way I was feeling. Well, see, there it is. The more I speak about entering into your spirit, then those who don't know how, could care less, don't want, you don't see them nowhere to be seen. He said, because the wheat is separating from the tare, and the tare is separating from the wheat. And I'm like, okay, but I thought you was going to do it. No, I am. I'm over that. I ordained it. But I'm letting them separate themselves because it's already written that that's how it's going to be done. So I say, so that's why, yes, it ain't even got nothing to do with you. It's got something to do with what you're saying, but it ain't got nothing to do with you, baby. Heaven's already had this written. You see? So as I'm looking at this here, I feel really good. I feel really good. But it's a feeling like a feeling that you know the flesh ain't can't get no glory out of it. It is a feeling down, oh man. Flesh can't get no glory out of it because you know that it's not, it has nothing to do with the flesh. So when he told me at 2:30 this morning to get the Bible and write this down, you know what? I was excited because let me tell you why I was excited. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was sitting down watching TV, and it was a feeling in me said, "Give another lesson regarding the spirit." And it was so heavy in me, I continued to watch TV. And that feeling was so heavy, it said, "Go get your Bible, go get your piece of paper, write these verses down, then climb on top of them." And as I wrote them down, I was like, "Oh, Father, this fit right in with the spirit." He said, "That's why I gave them to you." He's getting us ready in the spirit realm. Why? Because that's our light, y'all. That's our light out of here. That's our light out of here. You think in when they were in bondage in Egypt, there wasn't a lot of signs where y'all was separating Israel from Egypt? It's a lot of things he did to separate. And he's saying today he is separating the wheat from the tare and the tare from the wheat. He said he's not separating, we are. Oh, we. Why? Because either you're in the light or have no light at all. And those that has the light knows what this sister is talking about when she's speaking these messages regarding the spirit. And that's why he said, grab your backpack. Put these spiritual things in your backpack. It's time to go. It's time to book up. And he's saying that it's a separation. Here you got the wheat and you got the tare. He's saying they're separating. Why? One is going one place and the other one is going another. Yah is doing an awesome job on the earth today. Praise the mighty Yah. And I'm going to be obedient and go over these verses. He told me to clam on top of them. So I'm going to do just that. And I'm coming from Galatians chapter 5 and verse 25. In Galatians chapter 5, verse 25, it reads, if we live in the spirit, see how he taking this already there. He taking you already there. If we live in the spirit. Now, wait a minute. Hold up, Father Yah. Hold up, Father Yah. This says live. But what are you saying? If we live in the spirit, that means even though we are living like our flesh on the earth, but we are in the spirit. Look at the word spirit. You see that word spirit? You see that ruach? That's who the spirit is. It's not your spirit, even though your spirit is abiding in his. And that's what he said. We are abiding in each other in the spirit realm. And we living in this flesh. And he says, if we live in the spirit, let us also walk in the spirit. So living and walking, living and walking. Didn't I tell you we getting ready to walk our butts up out of here? It's time to go, y'all. Why? Because the spirit that he's speaking of is him. It is the Holy Spirit, you guys. That's the spirit. So if we're living in that spirit, let us get up and start walking in it. You see? Now when we see the word living, that's for the flesh. When we see the word walking, that's for the flesh. So what are you saying, Father? It's time to get up out of here. Let's walk, y'all. Let's get up and get out of here. And even though it's your flesh that's living, even though it's your flesh that's walking, he said, it's time. You're in the spirit. Let us now live and walk in the spirit. Because he's going to lead us up out of here, you guys. Yah is going to lead us up out of here. But he has to separate us from the wheat and the tare. Has to be separated. Because a lot of you all are the wheat. But you do not want to let go of the tare. Because you're looking at, oh, my husband, oh, my wife, oh, my children, oh, my co-workers, oh, my friends, oh, my neighbors, oh, my community, oh, my children. Oh, no. He's saying something totally different than what you said in you. He said, if you live in the flesh, that means you in the flesh living this life, but yet you living it in the spirit. Come on. Walk in that spirit. Walk in that spirit. It's time to get up and go. It's time to go. The Hebrew Israelites, when they left Egypt, did he fly them on an eagle's wings? Did he just zoom them from one place to the other? Didn't they walk? Oh, Father, I'm in trouble. I am in trouble. Did not they walk across the Red Sea? Did not they walk? That's what he's talking about, y'all. It's time to get up out of here. It's time to get up out of here. He that living in this world, in the spirit. He ain't calling those that's just living in their flesh. See, he already separating his right there. Now I see what you're saying, Father, y'all. That's deep. He already separating his. Why? Because if you live in the spirit, not if you live in your flesh. He said, if you live in the spirit, it's time to start walking in the spirit. It's time to go. It's time to get up and go. And how he's doing it with his awesome self is he's allowing us to separate ourselves. And it's not, we're not separating ourselves out of evil, wicked, mad, or we better than nobody, or they this and they that. No, we separating by the spirit that said if we live in that spirit, come on, get up and start walking in that spirit. See? To do what? Separating yourself from the spirit that's not living in the spirit of the Ruach HaKodesh, nor walking in the spirit. I'm only calling those that are the weak, Deborah. I'm calling them with a holy calling, and they know not. Have no idea. I myself put up those videos about where do we go and all of this, and I'm like saying, but Father, these people, this, and I done dropped 5 subscribers. You think I'm mad? No. I'm glad, because that's the wheat and the tare he's talking about. People don't participate, don't support. That's the wheat and the tare he's talking about. Separate. It's time to get up. Deborah, you too. Walk in the spirit and live in the spirit, because I'm separating you from the spirit that is not the spirit of Yah. So come on, live with me in my spirit. Come on, walk with me in my spirit. I got a place for you. That's all he said. Let's go to the next one. The Gospel of John, chapter 6 and verse 63. That's all he's saying. That's one thing about Yah. He make it short and sweet. It don't take all that. I no, he ain't got me. Yes, I'm a prophetess in the wilderness. And no, he don't have me going to tell the world, I'm going to do this to you, do this to you. Why he need me to tell the world that when he already told them? Even Satan knows he's going to be bound for 1,000 years. And after that, he's going to the pit. You pull up in Revelation, and I think it's in Revelation 19, the false prophet and the Antichrist, they freely went to the lake of fire. Wait a minute, they didn't go with a fight? No, we the one fighting on this earth. They know the will of that right hand. Go where that right hand tell you to go, and they go. See, they don't have no problem with obeying Yah that's on the throne. They ain't up there trying to make it all kind of gods. They know what time it is. It's just us that gives him a fight. It's just us. Now, when I get to the Gospel of John, chapter 63, chapter 6 and verse 63, chapter 6 and verse 63 of John, the Gospel of John, and 63 reads, it is the Spirit that quicken. See, you all think that it takes you to really go in the direction of your spirit and pay all the attention to your spirit and do what your spirit say and focus on your spirit. No, baby, let me tell you something. You all don't understand. Look at it. Look at it. Do you see what spirit that is? That's your spirit. You see how? Listen to what it says in 63. It is the Spirit that quickens. Like, did you just see it? That's your spirit. Watch this here. And the flesh profit nothing. That means your spirit is so willing to do what is right, what is good. But your flesh, it knows that it profit nothing when the spirit is ruling and got it under subjection. Okay, now watch this here. Verse 63. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Now, you know what I like about this here? In the Gospel of John here, now I'm just going to take you there. I ain't got nowhere to go no way. I'm going to take you somewhere though. How about that? Okay. 63 is sitting here saying, they are spirit, for I speak it to you. The words I speak it to you, they are spirit and they are life. You see what he just said? Yeshua is actually showing you. He stepped. Now this is Yeshua. This is not Hamashiach. Oh, Yeshua, you done it again. They missed it. It went right over their head. Go back. The Gospel of John, chapter 6, verse 63. It is the Spirit that quickens. The flesh profit nothing. You see how you give this flesh all this authority and all this power? It ain't worth the rats behind. You see? So here it says, the words that I speak. Now, you have to understand who's speaking here. This is the Son of Man speaking. Why? Because he took words to make sure you understand words. And then he broke it down to the spirit. Not the spirit capitalized, but the lowercase. Praise the mighty God. He just showed you a prime example of him speaking without the Son of Yah. He actually showed you him. He called it words with the S. Then he turned around and left it with a lowercase. If he was Yah speaking this, wouldn't it have been a capital S in spirit? You get what I'm saying? When you are walking, like he said, in the spirit, and you're living in the spirit, why? Because you know that, hey, your flesh ain't got dominion, your spirit do, so you can live that way. Now, when you get a man or a husband or a fiance that is living in the spirit, you better get your butt over there with them. You better get with them. That's where you submit to. That's what you submit to. That's where he can have ruler. That's where he can lead and guide from the level of where he's living in the spirit. And then he's showing you he walking in the spirit. Oh man, move out the way. Let me go get him. Let me catch up with him. Baby, what can I do? Tell me what to do. I'm ready to submit. I'm ready to submit. You crazy people. I'm ready to submit to that. That's the difference. You submit to that. You see him living in the spirit. You see him walking in the spirit. Hold on, baby. What can I do? Just tell me what you want me to do now. I'll do it. Tell me what you want me to do. Come on, let me, whatever you have me to do. You doing right. I submit to that. So here in John chapter, the Gospel of John chapter 6 and verse 63, this is a prime example where one has been schooled enough in the spirit realm of the Most High Yah to where I can get in here, I can tell when you're sure the Son of Man speak it or when the Son of Yah. And I can tell you if this is what Yah is saying or this is just all words. You see? Why? Because when you live in the spirit and you walk in the spirit, you tend to talk in the spirit. You tend to think in the spirit. You tend to feel in the spirit. You tend to, how would I say, act in the spirit. And if you know what that means, if you know the spirit of Yah is in you, you ain't got to be being afraid of nothing nobody's talking about, to tell you the truth. So here in 63, Yeshua is actually breaking it down to you all as the Son of Man. Explain to you that the spirit is quickened. That's showing you all what Sister Deborah been saying about where to go. Go to the spirit realm, y'all. Oh, who you are. It got the power, y'all. It don't have no problem with doing what's good. It don't have no problem. It's the flesh that you have the issue with. So here he's saying that the spirit is quickened. I like that because that is so true. 100%. I know for a fact that that's true. But then it says also, but the flesh profit nothing. Why would you go there? Why would you go to jump from the spirit to the flesh? Because he's letting you know, stand down, clown. Sit that nasty flesh somewhere and get it somewhere and sit down. It don't profit nothing. I told y'all that. All it gains is the dust in which it come from. It's going back to the ground. Have you ever wondered how is it that a baby can be in a woman's stomach and for 9 months and have all this here that it has come to life, receives the breath of life and the spirit for himself that Yah gives through the breath and come up and just grow, okay? But why do he always end up? Why do everybody end up back to the graveyard? Huh? Wait a minute, hold up. I got an issue with that. Let me stop right here. I got an issue with that because that's something to think about. That's something to really think about. Look at how much we put in our flesh. We trust in our flesh. We believe in our flesh. We count on our flesh. We think our flesh is all that and some. We think our flesh got it made from A to Z. And all it is prepared for is the grave. And before it sink into the grave, you got to understand the smell of it and what else come out of it before it even turn back unto the dust. But we put so much emphasis on giving all this glory to this nasty flesh. But I like what Yeshua is saying here. I like how he let you know. I'm speaking now. I'm the Son of Man. I'm speaking. How do you know he the Son of Man? I don't see the spirit being capitalized. See, when that spirit is capitalized, it's showing you the power. It's greater. Meaning he that is the spirit is he that's on the throne. He rules. But here Yeshua is showing you that it's him speaking. He brings the spirit down lower. Okay. And then he also, what else he brought, Lord? He brought the word words. Thank you, Yeshua. I appreciate that. That's a blessing to me because it shows you the same thing I say to you. This book is words. Yah is the word. And Yeshua called it out right here. Listen to what he says. And the flesh profit nothing. So what he's saying, get that nasty flesh somewhere and sit down. It ain't got nothing come to it but the grave. Okay. Now watch what he says. But the flesh profit nothing. The words, watch this here, that I speak. Wait a minute, hold up. Yeshua, I love you. I love you. Why? Because he said something again right there. The words that I speak. Wait, what's missing, Deborah? Tell them, Deborah, what's missing. I am. That's the difference of knowing by the spirit of the Ruach HaKodesh who teaches you. This is words. But when I pull up, Deborah, I'm bringing you the word. And right here, you could see where Yeshua, which is the Son of Man, says, I speak. Normally, when Christ is speaking, he'll mention, I am. I am speak. That's when you know the Son of Yah speaking. But Yeshua is telling me, not you. I'm just bringing it to you because he already detached it to me. And when he speaks, he's telling you, and the words that I speak unto you, okay, they are spirit. You see? So he's letting you know you are spirit. He is a spirit. He couldn't grip the capitalized spirit. Why? Because he ain't the capital spirit. He's the lowercase still. He's our brother. He like you and I. Only thing he came down with is to teach us how to walk in the fear of Yah, to learn Yah in the way that he knew him in the heavens. So when he said the kingdom of heavens is at hand, he knew what he was bringing down here. He knew he was bringing the Father's power, word, and his spirit on down here with him. He knew that. That's why when he first went out to minister, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. He letting you know what he was bringing down. And right today in the Can you hear me now? Can you? How long has that been? No sound. How long has that been? Is there still no sound? Ooh, wait. Are you gonna let them get that way? You gonna let them have it too, Father, ain't you? Father, y'all gonna let them have it. Father, y'all is gonna let them have it, y'all. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna take it off.